What's up, you guys? It's your guy here, Kevin, and we're gonna be talking about a little something today. One second. Okay. Now I bet you guys can hear me a lot better. We're gonna be talking about how in consciousness, us as human beings, we lived on higher vibrational frequencies, and a lot of us don't understand that when we look outside in this world, we perceive everything from a certain vantage point. Now, people don't associate themselves as being a greater being beyond what they can already do. Most people don't think that they could ever be anything like a god. And the reason for this, there's many reasons for this. Watch my other videos. And also, another thing is that most people in this life that we live in right now, most people perceive reality through the eyes of other people. Let me explain what I mean by that. See, this is all dealing with belief. See, if you have one individual and you have 5 other people that show up, now that's 6 people in total, and one individual looks at, I don't know, a marking on a wall somewhere, and he says that it looks a lot like a dragon, the drawing that someone left there many years ago. And the other 5 individuals show up and say, no, man, it's a snake. And he's like, no, but it looks like a really long dragon. No, it's a snake. See, he's going to start to doubt himself, because that's 5 other people there, and he's the only one by himself believing his own belief. This can actually make you doubt yourself. See, we're all social creatures. We're all social animals. So we all need someone to speak to, due to the fact, because if we don't, we're going to go insane. We were made to talk to one another and interact with one another. It's just how things are. So if someone tells you that religion is the only way to pay homage to the Holy Father, or the Creator, or God, or Jesus, or whoever, you're more inclined to believe it because you have family members that are doing it. You have friends that are doing it. You have co-workers that are doing it. You have acquaintances that are doing it. Everybody and everybody you know, anybody and everybody you know is dealing with this religion. And you know what's funny about religion? Nobody out here still hasn't realized that religion was made to make people fight amongst each other on what is right, what is wrong, and what contradicts what. In your Bible, there's a little bit of truth in there, with a whole boatload of contradictions and lies. And we need to figure out what these lies are in order to figure out what's going on. I make these videos because I want you guys to know a little bit of what I know. Now, we are creator beings in consciousness. So with that being said, if you look out the world around you, how did all these buildings and everything out here get here? We are creator beings. We create stuff. Now, when you look at the world around you some more, you'll notice many things where there are certain people that are more talented than others in certain groups, in certain aspects, in certain subjects. Everybody's really talented. It just depends on who and what they're dealing with, who you're dealing with, and what kind of subject matter they are dealing with. Everybody's good at something, believe it or not. You may not have found what moves you, but I'm telling you, you keep looking hard enough, you're gonna find it. See, in our world that we live in right now, we're being programmed. We're being programmed to believe a bunch of stuff out here. Your beliefs are what's holding you back, because you see, let me tell you the truth about these beings that I always talk about: archons, insectoids, gray aliens, reptilians, Nordics, Palladians. I believe there might even be some Arcturians that are bad as well. You know, these extraterrestrial beings, this extraterrestrial conflict that's going on this planet. See, what I want you guys to understand is that these beings, they have been studying us, monitoring us for hundreds of thousands of years already. Thousands of years they've been monitoring us. Some die off, and some are still living. These bastards, these long-lived bastards, they're very much like a vampire. They live for thousands of years. They're long-lived motherfuckers, and they are in power to this very day. You're Illuminati. This is what you're dealing with all these evil rituals and summonings that get done up here. Now, these beings have watched humans evolve and gradually escalate and become more spiritual in consciousness. And one thing they realized about us is that whatever we believe in is what we're more geared towards, what we follow in a line, in an order. So, the people that wanted to get the Masons and your Moors out of power in Europe, they established something called Freemasonry, which grabs African or Egyptian esoteric information and flips it on its backside and puts a bunch of lies and contradictions in it, and then feeds it to the mass public for those who want to actually find out the true spiritual truth about reality. So, we have a bunch of long-lived motherfuckers who have mixed their DNA with humans on this planet. And that type of DNA is called Rh negative blood, vampiric blood, reptilian blood. Rh negative blood, yes. And this Rh negative blood can be found all over Europe. There's a lot of people that have Rh negative blood in Europe, and some in the United States as well. I believe that I have actually come in contact with certain individuals that did have this type of blood type. They have a family lineage to reptilian Draco beast entities. That is not good. But, with that being said, these beings have watched us for a very long time, and they always thinking inside their minds when we were ruling in Kemet or Kemayet or Egypt. They were looking at us and they were like, how can we take these bastards out of power? How can we... Damn it, these bastards, man. How the hell are we going to get these stupid motherfuckers to do what the fuck we want them to do? So they went ahead and spoke to Satan, and Satan said, take your time, be patient. Eventually, some angels will eventually fall from the higher heavens. And that's when we're going to be able to do whatever it is we want to do on this planet. You just bide your time. He told that to his minions, and his minions listened. And because his minions actually listened and were patient enough, he was right. Some angels did fall from the higher heavens. This is dealing with your Lucifer story, and I'll get on that at a later time. But right now, I'm just giving you a vague outlook on it so you can have an understanding. And with that being said, they realized that if they can trick the masses on this planet, trick the higher heavenly beings that are trying to reincarnate, or the ones that have fallen from the higher heavens into the lower heavens, there was a lot of things going on. There were certain people falling from different parts of the universe into this corporeal world. Some of them reincarnated. A lot of them did. Some of them also have a second chance to redeem themselves. And not all of them are going to. Here's the thing, though. These demonic entities, these extraterrestrial beings, they realize that if they can mess with our belief systems, make us believe a whole bunch of lies, a bunch of stupid doctrines made up by the Vatican. Because in the Vatican, they have books on everybody. They know who people are out here. If they can actually trick you guys into believing a lie and make you wait for some kind of savior to come and show up for you, you will not save yourself. You will not try to find out who you are. You will not bother to find out what the hell is going on with reality. You will never try to find out what Illuminati is all about. You will never try to find out what's going on. You will never look at these movies and try to put yourself in the character's shoes. You'll keep having all this fear out here because of all the horror movies they keep putting out here. And the religion in which you believe in, that doctrine, you will be ruled over by it throughout your entire lifetime. When you die, you'll go through the Archon system and keep being reincarnating over and over again and never escaping this demonic beast cycle system. So with that being said, they realize that if they mess with our beliefs, they mess with the food that we eat, they mess with the liquids that we take in, they mess with the atmosphere. We got chemtrails in the freaking air. We have babies constantly being vaccinated in hospitals forgetting all their memories from their past lives. Reincarnating over and over and over again. They mess with the TV. Everything that we watch on TV is just lies. So how do we as beings in consciousness, creator beings, that are almighty and all powerful? Because we have the power to defeat these beings. And these beings know it. They fucking know it. They know that we're better than them. They know that. So they need to use your beliefs, your lifestyle choices. They're going to manipulate your lifestyle choices, the foods you eat, how the way you live, virtue of what you believe in. You're going to mess with all that. And most of all, they're going to use fear against you. They're going to use fear against you because they know that if they look intimidating, more intimidating than what you look like, they can use that to their advantage, scare you, and keep you afraid of them. And as long as you're afraid, you won't think of fighting back because you think you don't have domicile or dominion over the higher realms in which they are dealing with, which is really the lower realm. We're actually underneath the lower realm. This is dealing with Helios or hell. Okay, as the sun, the earth, Tiamat, is under Helios, the sun. This is why they call the earth really, it's hell on earth, really. This is the lowest point that you can be in as a being, is on earth, right now. And the dimensions are shifting. The way to get your power back is to try to figure out what is going on. Try to understand that there's a lot of information in Africa not being told to the masses. NASA is lying to you guys. Okay? NASA has actually killed people before to keep their lies, from coming out to the forefront. You have movies like Independence Day and I, Robot and all these other movies being created, Ghost in the Shell. All these movies dealing with what our government is doing in secret underground military bases. They're combining humans with machines. They've been doing this in the 80s and 90s and 70s and 60s. They're doing all kinds of stuff. And the only way for us as individual beings in consciousness to get out of this problem is to actually not only just activate our spiritual plan, but before that, we need to start leaving our bodies. We need to start leaving our bodies and looking at the real world beyond this realm. If we can do that and figure out what we are, we'll have a greater understanding that there is more than meets the eye. You have to get rid of the soul contracts that they keep piping inside your mind. We all have soul contracts and we need to remove them. And there are soul contract revocation techniques that can be taught to you guys. You can actually go to a place called Rich West, or Rich West, or you can go to It's on YouTube. It's Rich 2150X. Rich 2150X. He explains how to do soul revocation and how to remove all these belief systems that you guys got. Because these belief systems are attacking y'all every day. Y'all believing all these lies. Right now, you guys want to do this whole 4th of July thing and don't even know the true history about the 4th of July. It's really the 4th of you lied. Okay? Which means basically the Moors in America, for the most part, they wanted to get freed from having to do sharecropping and going through all this struggle, and they wanted to be able to own stuff in this land. And George Washington told them that, okay, fine, you know, if you help us out, defeat the British, we will set you guys free. So the Moors, the melanated people, the so-called African Americans, they fought and tried to help the Americans take out the British. And guess what happened? After they helped, guess what happened? George Washington didn't care. He never freed them. He never helped them out. Until this very day, they celebrate the lie of you lied to the Moors. You guys want to talk about, oh, you want black people to be in a better situation, this and that. But how? By celebrating a holiday in which basically attacks the Moors and basically lets them know that we lied to you and haha, you know, screw you. Because that's what this holiday is about. It's not. They want you to be all patriotic and shit. You can have fun today on the 4th of July if you want to. But I'm just saying, they want you to have all this fun and think everything's okay, but it's really not. There's too many lies being thrown out here. You know, there's too much crap going on. But what I'm saying is this. I'm saying all that to say this. Don't believe everything that you're told. Just because your pastor in church tells you that this is the way it is, doesn't mean he's right. Most of those people don't even know what the hell they're reading. Alright, and with that being said, the Archons, they know that if they can have you believing what they want you to believe, they can beat you. Because you will give them the keys to take you out. It's a lot like having an assassin coming after you and you just leaving your door open for him to come in. Doesn't make much sense, right? Exactly. So what I'm saying is, lock your door down and be prepared for war. Because war is coming to this planet. Whether anybody likes it or not, because these beings are definitely out of control. And what I'm trying to say is that you guys have to start looking up spiritual based information, because the time on the planet is real, and people need to start realizing that there's more. You can't be afraid. Just because something looks different than you doesn't mean it's better than you. Okay? Most of these beings are freaking lower beings. They're lower than you. And they don't want you to know that you're a higher dimensional being that comes from a higher realm than them. They could never go to where you can go. And that's the point. To keep you lower than them. So that they can come to you. You need to get the hell out of here and go up there and come back as what you really are. And then take these bastards out of power. Slice them and dice them. Like they say. So with that being said, I just wanted to make this video and tell me what you thought about the video. Like, comment, subscribe. It's your boy here, Serious Center Temple. I'm out. See you guys later.